que mais me atraiu nos maristas primeiro foi a simplicidade e a acolhida com que cada marista me acolheu. E esse jeito especial, esse jeito materno que somente os maristas têm de acolher a todas as pessoas.
As a schoolgirl, I heard many stories from Marist missionaries working in the Pacific. I decided to become an SMSM sister, to give my life to God, to help spread the gospel, to serve the needy in any country.
Two things that attracted me to the Marist. First is mission and second is community living. Mission, because the Marist have tried to serve the poor and those who are margins in the society. Second, community life. Marist live together as community, witnessing to the gospel, witnessing to God's love and mercy, and doing mission and ministry together.
I was inspired by the sisters' contentment as they shared their missionary experiences. Even the most difficult experiences were shared with joy and humility. At that moment, I felt the call to help them bring Jesus to those in need.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Soy Iñaki, soy hermano marista. Estoy en el colegio Chamberí. Conocí a los hermanos con 13 años y conocí a hermanos que eran muy cercanos, que estaban mucho tiempo con nosotros. Me llegaba de ellos su alegría y su servicio. Y desde ahí conocí, gracias a ellos, a Dios y sentí que me llamaba a ser hermano.
I became a Marist because of the example of the priests who taught us and coached us at school. They gave so freely of their time and they just seemed to have so much fun doing it. I was really inspired by that, and in the end, I guess, I decided that that's the sort of life that I wanted to live as well.
Cuando conocí a la comunidad marista, el sello que quedó grabado en mi corazón fue el de una profunda vida comunitaria, a través de la cual pude encontrarme con un Dios vivo, un Dios de libertad, un Dios que es amor, pero un amor muy concreto a través de quienes me rodeaban. Y este encuentro ha sostenido mi vida de fe en los últimos años. Y el día de hoy sigo diciendo sí a la vida cristiana en el espíritu marista bajo esta clave.
Les raisons qui m'ont attiré restent les mêmes aujourd'hui. Et c'est pour ça que je continue et que je continuerai toujours. Et que j'essaie de faire à ma petite manière. J'essaie de rendre le monde mariste, c'est-à-dire réaliser ce rêve du Père Colin dans ma vie de chaque jour. Je crois que c'est ce que je peux dire par rapport à l'engagement de départ que j'ai pris et qui est devenu définitif aujourd'hui. Comme disent les anglophones, no turning back.
Well, the short answer to this question is yes. I think it has to do with a sense of vocation and a sense of being called by God to serve the church as a Marist. I still have that sense of call, and even though I've changed, the church has changed, society has changed, but at the heart, I believe, as Marists, we have a contribution, each of us, to make to building up the kingdom of God in whatever ministries we're involved.
The best part of my Marist work is when I am close to the poor who need help. The challenge comes from those who want the priest to be in his office or the parish church. So I try to be like Mary, who left the comfort of Nazareth to help her cousin in the hill country.
The most rewarding and difficult thing for me in life as a Marist is to lead a life of discernment, to make good choices. And that means to review the day at the end of the day with Christ, and in the morning prepare with Him for what lies ahead, so I can serve Him well and serve His people well.
The best part of working with Marist is that we serve some of the most neglected social groups in Fiji, young men and women and married couples who live in rural Fiji. The challenging part is that as full-time Marist lay staff, we always have to balance our commitment to the mission with the needs of our families.
What I appreciate about our Marist life is that no matter how challenging the mission may be, the Marists are always there to support you and to encourage you. And when things have really gone well, they share in your joy and your success.
I like that our mission to continue Mary's presence involves all Marist branches. We try to live simply and generously. Our communities are prayerful, welcoming, reaching out to those in need. Caring for our common home involves us all.
Qu'est-ce qui me plaît dans le style de vie mariste? Lorsque nous posons cette question, nous pensons souvent à la simplicité de la Vierge Marie, ce qui est vrai. Mais ce que je trouve assez original, ce que je trouve assez spectaculaire, j'allais dire dans ce sens, c'est le fait de prendre la Vierge Marie dans son intégralité, dans sa totalité, et l'intégrer dans notre vie. Nous devenons des maris pour le monde actuel. Et pour moi, c'est ça le sens d'être des maristes, mariistes, maris dans le monde actuel. Voilà pour moi ce qui me plaît dans cette vie, dans ce style de vie mariste.